a scammer, a real messy bitch that lives for drama. I'm pretty sure she was talking about Chris from Love is Blind. The audacity of a man to have comments on anyone's body when your beard doesn't even connect. That's crazy. I'm not even going to come at him for being short because there's some short kings out there really doing it, but the problem is he's not one of them. Sir, your face is too inflamed to talk about anyone. Your outfits are too dry to talk about anybody. You can't talk about a girl who has ownership when you're renting. You're renting. You're a renter. You're in debt. You said you didn't pay taxes. We all heard the audio from your ex-girlfriend. You are in shambles. So therefore, you can't talk about anyone. Furthermore, the audacity to talk about CrossFit when you have no visible abs to show. When you skip leg day every single day, how can you talk about anyone's body? First of all, anybody who has comments on looks probably shouldn't use an AI generated profile picture that looks like a completely different individual because that's not you. You're never going to be that fine. So you might want to go back on the Nano Banana and have them do that picture again because it's absolutely not you. Fusco. You are a gremlin. You know where you should be dating at? In the core of the earth. You need to be like them people in holes and the hills have eyes. That's where you need to network at. Love is truly blind down there because it's in the dark, and that's where you should be, in the darkness. Matter of fact, I feel like a taller guy needs to come along and, I would never say beat you up, but let's just say aggressively mentor you. Since you're so into mentorship and coaching, maybe you need a mentor and a coach, right? Like maybe you need somebody to Donkey Kong you one time so that you get a better understanding of life. But what's clear is, you're one of those men that seeks out women that are more successful so that you can feel like you grabbed a baddie so that you can feel better about yourself. But then really that insecurity just bubbles up in your soul. You still feel like a small man inside. See, the problem isn't that you're actually short, is that you feel short. Your soul is short. That's a problem. Your self-esteem is short. Your self-worth is short. That's the issue. It doesn't matter what you actually, measure in height. Your manliness is short. Your masculinity is very small. And that's what bothered you. You were feeling that girl in Cabo until you saw her home. Until you saw all them snakes. She had enough money to not only purchase the home, but also decorate it. You hated to see that. You thought your little decor was doing something at your apartment. Does that usually impress girls? It doesn't impress homeowners. You see how that works? And actually, I have had so many men try to do this because when they see the material and there's nothing else they can pick at, they try to wound your feminine ego by talking about your body. And I'm glad that Jessica had enough nerve and sense and self-esteem to leave him where he stood, being a gremlin. Leave him. Because guess what, Chris? Neither of us, none of us, any of us girls, we don't give a flying F either. And as Amber said, you are a gross ass bitch and you will never get another hot doctor. Matter of fact, ladies, let's agree on this. If you meet Chris in real life, I want you to make it your personal mission to pull him into your web and then hurt his feelings to the core of his soul. Can you do it for the team? Can you do it for the culture? Do it for the girls, please. I'm just asking you, from just one girl to another, just do that for us. Love you.